now. Alright guys, I've got a comment here on the YouTube channel from a gentleman that's got a 22 Explorer, and he's saying he's hearing this fuel sloshing sound when there's no music or anything on. There's no noise inside the vehicle. There's actually a technical service bulletin put out from Ford about this with the Explorer, and I think it also has to do with the either the Nautilus or the Aviator as well. And Ford basically said that not only are you going to hear the fuel sloshing sound, if the fuel drops below like 3/4 or lower, you're not just going to hear a fuel sloshing sound. That's also going to be accompanied with a light tap underneath your seat. You're also going to almost feel like a child is sitting behind you and they're just barely tapping the bottom of your seat, and it might be just a little thump, 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 and you might hear it as you take off or as you come to a stop. And that sloshing back and forth inside that tank when it's not full and it drops down to a 3/4 or below is the fuel transferring over the baffle inside the tank. Ford has said that they do recognize and realize that's an issue for the consumer, but unfortunately at this time there's no fix for that. They didn't build the baffles inside the tank to go from the bottom all the way to the top, so that fuel sloshing sound doesn't have anything to baffle itself up against, and that's a normal sound. And even that little tap every once in a while that you hear, you feel driving off or coming to a stop is normal, and it's basically a natural defect that they built into the tank that they're not going to fix. So this is something that you're going to hear when you purchase a new Explorer, and this is something that you're going to feel at times, little weird times. I had a customer come in, he came in twice, and at first I didn't verify the sound at first because I was like, it's the fuel tank is full, so I didn't quite hear it. The second time he came in, the fuel was a little bit lower, so not only did it have that slosh, it actually had a little tap. And if you look in my previous videos at a fuel tapping sound or a tap sound coming from underneath the vehicle, you'll find it in my stored videos where I actually talk about the technical service bulletin. And Ford does recognize that this is an issue, and they don't plan on changing it because this is how the fuel tank is designed in this vehicle. I do understand that it can be annoying, and when you're purchasing a $40,000, $50,000 plus vehicle, this is not something that you want to experience, but this is one of those like inherent issues that you're going to have to deal with when purchasing these Explorers, because a technical service bulletin says there's no fix for it. This is a normal condition when buying one of these vehicles. So I apologize for the inconvenience that that you guys, when purchasing these vehicles, have experienced, but there's no fix for it, and that is normal. And I hate to say that to you, but that is just the facts. It's because the baffles don't go all the way up to the top of the tank to stop that sloshing, a little bit of tapping sound. It's just the design of the fuel tank. Y'all have a blessed day. Thank you.